I think it's a good question to say who profits from this tax. I think I do, as an estate planning lawyer. The estate tax came into the law in around 1917 for the express purpose of paying for World War I. And of course, World War I has been paid for, and yet we still have the estate tax. The estate tax doesn't make any sense in a society as the United States, where we've been built on capitalism and free enterprise. The logic is irrefutable. If you're going to take away half the value of a business every generation, how can it grow? The estate tax can be deadly for a small company, a family company, because obviously the worst thing you can do is withdraw working capital from a business at an unknown time. In fact, most successful businesses don't have buckets of cash sitting around. So they make an almost impossible choice because they need to keep the business running. They need to keep the jobs for people as to how much to send to the insurance company, how much to set aside, how much to use to expand. That's why it's such a deadly tax. Look at the fact in the year 2005, Sweden, which is a rather socialistic country, repealed their death tax, their estate tax, because they wanted family businesses to grow larger to provide more jobs. That's why Australia repealed their estate taxes in the late 70s. They wanted family businesses, they said, and family farms to grow larger to provide more jobs. And so whenever the children or grandchildren sell, there'll be an income tax to pay. So there won't be any free ride. It is a frightening tax, certainly so for widows, because all of a sudden the breadwinner dies. The law says 9 months after death, you have to decide whether you're going to disclaim or not. You have to sign all these documents under penalty of perjury, which says if I, lie, I can go to jail. And so it comes when people are grieving, when people are trying to make intelligent decisions as to how to keep the business going. I've seen personally businesses that were sold after the death to fund the estate tax. I've seen them sold before death because, I've sat with the client and say, let me tell you how much the estate tax is going to be. Where are we going to get the money? And there's no extra cash sitting around in the business. And I've had any number of them that have to reduce hiring or reduce expanding because they're sending hundreds of thousands of dollars off to life insurance companies to carry the life insurance to fund the estate tax. You're disappointed if you live because you could have done so much better had you been able to put that money to work in growing and maintaining the business and the jobs. 2010, the estate tax is repealed because that law was put in on the books in 2001 to repeal the estate tax. In the year 2010, no tax at death, and heirs pay taxes when they choose to sell inherited assets. And yet, December 31, 2010, it goes away, and starting in the year 2011, we have a $1 million tax-free amount and a possible 60% tax rate instead of today $3.5 million tax-free and a 45% rate. I'd say just look at what's in the law for the year 2010. It accomplishes my goal and your goal. My goal is to have no tax at death so that we don't at an inopportune time have a forced sale or liquidation of a family business. That should be the law of the land until some subsequent Congress changes it.